Richician.
Hello YouTube, Richician 84 here, and welcome to Q&A number 82. Let's kick it off. So the first question is from John Cross. Can you use Waking the Dragon to summon a Synchro monster or Link monster? And Webbers5 did reply, I believe this counts as a question that can easily be answered with Google. I mean, despite that rule, I think to be fair, um, Google isn't always specific with answers and doesn't give you the information that you need. Like, for instance, I tried to look up something on how to like fix a setting on a phone or a computer or sort out some kind of computer problem, but I'd never get a specific answer. So I don't mind answering this question in particular. I don't think Google would give a specific answer to this one anyway. But anyway, it depends on what synchro or link monster it is. If it says something like must be synchro summoned and can't be special summoned by other ways, like shooting Quasar Dragon or Star Eater, then no, you can't summon it off Waking the Dragon. Same thing with a Link monster. If it says must be Link summoned and can't be special summoned by other ways, um, then no, you can't do it. However, if it doesn't say anything like that on the card, then yes, you can. I mean, why do you think I was able to bring out Blackwing Full Armor Master and Merry Melfi's easily? Um, like, even bring out Stardust Dragon with it as well. Only it will have the same ruling with Starlight Road, where if you tribute it to negate a destruction effect, it can't come back. Next three questions are from Matt and Alison Welch. Um, 1. Alison and myself recently stumbled upon another YouTuber with the channel name as Seto Kaiba. He recently retired from Yu-Gi-Oh! Due to the game becoming too stressful and too many changes to the game. Yeah, I feel that. Would you be interested in checking out his channel? Yes, I would, and I did try and look for it, but the problem is there's multiple channels with the name Seto Kaiba, so I don't know which one you're referring to. If you could tell me the title of one of uh, this Seto Kaiba's videos, like the exact title, then I might be able to find it. Then I'll be able to check it out. 2. With certain movies getting a horror movie retrain, such as the ones I've mentioned to you before about, would you like to see a horror movie version of Yu-Gi-Oh! And possibly Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh yes, I'd absolutely love to see that. Both those worlds in like a horror movie setting. That'd be really interesting to see. It would kind of feel like a parody of other movies, like Scream or Halloween or whatever, but it would be cool to see. 3. Alison was going through some of her hero cards and found her contrast hero Chaos. Do you think one day we will get an actual contrast hero archetype with different contrast hero monsters? Possibly. It is something I'd be quite interested to see, even though I don't like Contrast Hero Chaos. Like, I hate that guy. He's a fusion version of Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. But other than that, I'd love to see a Contrast Hero archetype. It'll be interesting to see how that would work. Um, Next four questions are from Express Gaming. 1. What's the longest thing you ever saw? Uh, Wish I did some prep work before starting the video. The longest thing I ever saw. Um, I don't know. Trying really hard to think. Um, uh, I guess maybe a snake. Um, I either at the zoo or at my uncle's house. Yeah, he used to have a pet snake before it passed away recently. Couldn't tell you the length. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Two, what's the tiniest thing you ever saw? Um, I guess a grain of sand or mud. Yeah, we'll go with that. Three, does size matter? Um, depends on what it actually is regarding size. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Like, it depends what exactly it is. Four, would you like to costume? I think you mean dress up as Dark Magician with Emma at the same time as Dark Magician Girl. Um, yeah, that it would sound like something fun to do. I've still got like a uh, how do I describe it? A not very good Dark Magician costume. Um, I don't know if Emma would be willing to dress up as Dark Magician Girl. Um, who knows? Next question is from Gunga. Um, Hi, Dark Richician 84. I have sent you a private message of my actual Dark Magician build. I invest a few years in testing all the new stuff, and I got my final build. I am satisfied with it. It really shows the bond between Dark Magician and his student Dark Magician Girl. As a question, I would like that you fully analyze my build and say all your thoughts and what you like and don't like at all. Um, I know this would be time consuming a bit. You can show the build in your Q&A if you like. I will post the build in a few weeks uh, too, in a longer video on my channel. Yeah, sure. I mean, I could have done it anyway once you posted a deck profile, but sure, we'll go with it. So I have saved the build. This is it, a sneak peek. Um, but yeah, immediately off the bat, but there's only one thing that I don't like, and that's Dragoon, of course. Boo, boo, Dragoon, boo. We don't take kindly to Dragoon around here. But no, in all seriousness, no, I do like the build. I love how there's absolutely no generic cards in the main deck at all. Like, I rate that. And just four traps, which is incredible considering that once upon a time Dark Magician was kind of trap heavy. I mean, I remember when I myself would play 10 traps in my build. I believe I played three copies each of Navigation and Eternal Soul, Mirror Force, Drowning Mirror Force, and two strikes. Uh, It might have been 11 and I played Starlight Road. I definitely had Starlight Road at one point. Anyway, yeah, I do like the layout. It looks very consistent. I'll give it that. Like, it looks very well thought out. I admire um, the enthusiasm to get plays rolling as quickly as possible, and it looks like you are able to do that very easily. Just making sure you see the cards that you need. Really awesome. It does kind of make me want to do the same thing and play only Dark Magician cards. Like I kind of made as a deck building challenge that Weber's 5 set me some time ago. Um, I feel like this would be a better version of that. Um, so, even though like I do like playing Regeki and Mirror Force in the deck, um, uh, yeah, I'm loving the free ofs. The extra deck is very solid as well. I like how you've got 3 copies of the Dark Magicians and 2 copies of Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. They are the easiest of the Dark Magician fusions to go into. And of course, having 2 Dragon Knights means that you've still got one on hand, just in case the other one gets banished by, let's say, DD Crow, Called by the Grave, Silver Rocket Dragon. Um, then again, I would have thought someone playing Silver Rocket Dragon would try and snipe the Dragoon rather than the Dragon Knight. I mean, yeah, Dragon Knight can be a problem, but Dragoon is just so much worse. Um, at least with Dragon Knight, I mean, like I said before, I'm not doing anything to stop you from being able to play. Um, yeah. Um, see, you're also rolling with Imdark, which you can turn a Dark Magician into. So that gives you another way to go into Dragon Knight or Dragoon. Um, yeah, I absolutely agree with the one Master of Chaos. Like multiple copies of it aren't really needed. Dark the Dark Charmer Irate. Like that's very good for the deck, especially when you can just steal like a DPE from the opponent's graveyard or an opposing Dragoon. Um, I like that you've got Underworld Goddess in there as well. That's something I've been thinking about playing myself in my Dark Magician deck. I mean, I myself just don't feel confident that I can consistently make it. I mean, I'm sure you can, though. It, I haven't seen your build in action, so it's hard to say, really. And yeah, Majestus Moon Maiden, that's a good shout as well, which Weber's 5 suggested to me. IP Nightmare Unicorn, always good. So is Celine to help climb into Access Code Talker. Side deck's very solid as well. Um, I rate that. It's um, yeah, very helpful for this current format, I would guess. Um, I mean, that's really all there is to it. Hope this was a good enough analysis. Get off. And the last 3 questions are from Weber's 5. 1. Do you want to face my new Highlander Cyberdark deck tomorrow? I would love to. Like, I'm assuming you still want a Cyberdark mirror match, in which case I'll make sure I've got mine on me. 2. Based on your comment on my Runic match, I assume you watched my videos from Tabletop Republic's tournament. Which match did you enjoy the most? I think it's a toss-up between your first two, like against Odd Eyes and Sword Soul. Like I say Odd Eyes because, well, I do like um, Odd Eyes. Um, yeah, I do like the archetype. Well, except for Vortex and Pendulum Graph, as you know. Um, it's always fun to see Odd Eyes in action. Other than that, um, like and the matchups of two Pendulum decks that you like. And as for Sword Soul, well, it was satisfying seeing you uh, defeat Sword Soul. I mean, it's weird because when I did my hated deck video series, I ranked Endymion higher than Sword Soul, but at the same time, as a friend and fellow member of Team Sorcerers, I was rooting for you specifically, and it's nice to see Sword Soul suffer that kind of defeat. As yeah, screw Sword Soul. I wonder if maybe I should ask a question for your Q&A about how many decks there are that we both hate. Um, and finally, question 3. If I were to try another spellcaster-based deck, what do you think I should try? Well, I have got a couple of ideas. Now, I would say Dark Magician, because, big Dark Magician fan, but I feel like if you brought back Dark Magician, you'll probably play Dragoon, and then it'll just be Dragoon deck. And let's be honest, that's not fun for anyone. Um, but I do have two other ideas, one of which is pure spell books, prophecies. Um, as well, it's pretty obvious that you like playing spellbook cards in your Endymion deck. So I'm just thinking maybe you could play a pure build, see how you enjoy that. I do very much like the archetype, hence why I had to go with it myself, like both on its own and combined with Dark Magician cards. Um, Although one thing I will say is that I think bringing back Spellbook of Judgment was a mistake. Um, as, yeah, I mean, no disrespect, but Jalgan's just not fun for anyone either. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. The other idea I was thinking of is Fortune Ladies. There's, they're really cool and really fun. And it's not something you see very often nowadays. Um, and it would be cool to see that deck again. I mean, I know um, Billingham and George both had the deck a while ago. I don't know if George still has it, but I doubt it. So yeah, it would be nice to see it again. Just something to have on the side for a bit of fun, really. Um, And yeah, that is it for questions in this episode. Thanks a lot for your guys' questions. And if you've got any other questions you want to ask me, post them in the comments down below. And remember, I do these episodes every Tuesday afternoon or evening UK time. So be sure to get your questions in before then so that you don't miss out. Thanks again, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.